Martin Scorsese's back at it. This time, Marvel doesn't take any risks and never has. Okay, so I will link this article in the description down below for you guys if you would like to read the entire thing. Note though, it is rather lengthy and there's a lot of stuff you're not gonna care about that he talks about. But thanks to the New York Times for actually getting to sit down with him and talk to him, here's what he had to say about Marvel movies and how they don't take any risks. Many of the elements that define cinema as I know it are there in Marvel pictures. What's not there is revelation, mystery, or genuine emotional danger. Nothing is at risk. These pictures are made to satisfy a specific set of demands, and they're designed as variations on a finite number of themes. It's a perilous time in film exhibition, and there are fewer independent theaters than ever before. So I'll stop right there because he keeps on talking about independent theaters and all that. You guys aren't going to care about that. You're here to no risk. That's really what you're here for, to talk about his no risk comment. So again, I understand where he's coming at it from, but also in another interview, he literally says he's never seen a full Marvel film and he's tried only a couple. So if we just take the MCU, which is 23 plus films now, and he's only tried a couple, he's tried less than, well, you can do the math, right? He hasn't really tried. And what has he tried, maybe, right? Maybe like Iron Man, Avengers, maybe Endgame, maybe that's it, right? So to say to take no risks is rather ignorant of somebody that works in Hollywood who has seen Hollywood evolve. And he got these same comments when back in the, his heyday, he was making crime films over and over, and people from the older vanguard who came from the Westerns and stuff were saying the same thing about his films. Now again, the MCU was literally built on risks. From attempting the whole Phase 1 thing, which every single studio in Hollywood laughed at them to the point that they had to get actual independent funding to make Iron Man 1, who was a C-list character that couldn't even sustain a comic, to Ant-Man being a billion-dollar franchise, to Doctor Strange being a reality, to the Guardians of the Galaxy being household names that outsell Superman. I don't understand how they don't take risks, right? And when he talks about the emotional aspect of it, again, I'm looking at it going, this guy clearly has not actually seen the MCU films. Again, you get invested with Captain America and the first Avenger, and you see his entire story and how it ends and the characters and how their future is going to unfold without him. Iron Man literally birthed the universe for the MCU, and he sacrificed himself for a whole new generation of heroes to rise after him and take on new mantles. That's emotional investment. That's why many people cried when they were watching that, right? Because some of us grew up with these characters from when we were young to now. Again, I get it. He really hates comic book movies and he hates what they've done to cinema, which is kind of funny because the comic book films, as we've covered, from Marvel and DC this decade, have literally saved cinema. If you look at every year since 2011 and start looking at the box office, if you're to remove the comic book films, Hollywood would be dead by now. That's reality.